Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, 100% RC, Professor Damian Flowers, and Tyler Wright.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Voice of the Fan Sportscast. I'm your host, Ben Swift Reynolds. We have a special guest with us tonight, Jack on the breakdown with J and L. And we have Professor Flowers. Y'all know him. RC, of course y'all know him.
Yes, indeed.
And I'm also known, he's here with us tonight. What's going on, fellas?
Hey man, I'm excited about having a guest. I like meeting new people. So let's get it on.
Yeah, man.
I'm excited to be here.
Good, man. We're glad to have you on. Man, tell us a little about yourself. When did you start your own podcast?
So originally we started back in 2020 during COVID. It was crazy because I'm married. I talk to my wife. I talk about sports all the time. And she got tired of hearing me talk about it. So she was like, maybe you start your own podcast. So like, give it your friends and see if they want to, help out with you, do it with you. And I started off with two of my friends. One of them, eventually he dropped out, but my best friend, he's still around. We still doing the show together. And we rebranded the show. We changed the name to The Breakdown with J&L because first we started out as a podcast, but now we have our own YouTube channel that we started back in January. So, I love sports. I'm not the athletic type, but I study the game a lot. I watched the NFL a lot. I grew up watching NFL, NBA. That's how I bonded with my family, with my dad and my uncle. Just as a kid, I used to sit around the TV and watch the game with them and spend time with them. So I'm just doing what I love right now.
Beautiful. Yeah, man, that's awesome, man. That's same with us. I think we started close to COVID. I think we started a year before COVID, but it was a perfect time to do sports and just come together as people, especially during them hard times. Man, well, who's your favorite teams? What's your list looking like?
So I'm a homer. I'm sorry. I got to roll with the Dallas Cowboys and the Dallas Mavericks. Those are my teams.
Respect. Okay. You a homebody, man. We can't judge you for that.
Right. All of us are pretty much homebodies. We from Mississippi, so we don't have any teams, where we at. So we had to branch out and find our teams.
Yeah, he was in New England and he came down to New Orleans.
Oh, come on. No. I've been in New Orleans. I've been in New Orleans.
As a Colts fan by heart, you can see it through and through. I'm a Niner through and through. Most unknown got on the Denver Broncos hat through and through, and then that guy over there. It depends on what day it is. He might go back. He's a winner. He don't lose. He's never lost. Football wise, anyway.
Man, I bleed black and gold all day long. Huh?
Show me. Cut yourself. Let me see. Get a little finger.
Man, black and gold, just oozing out. Saints fan. Man, but I know you were happy to see your Mavericks go to the NBA Finals. I know you were a little disappointed about the showing, but a lot of people can't say the teams went to the finals like that.
Yeah, I was just happy we went there, man. Like the last time it was 2011. I was back in high school when we won in 2011. So I was just excited to get to the finals. I was like, it's been so long since we've been to the finals. I was like, that's what some people don't realize. Like, it's levels to this. It's steps. Like, yeah, you like your team to win the Super Bowl. Yeah, you like your team to win the finals. but they are not equipped or ready to win right now. So if they at least make appearance, that's good enough for me.
Right. Yeah, who saw the Mavericks making that big leap to the finals? You know, a lot of people thought they would probably get knocked out in the second round, somewhere around there, but they got past Timberwolves, who was everybody's favorites, and able to knock them down. What you about to say, Most?
I was gonna ask, how long? I want to ask them, Jay. How long do you think should a team, I guess, rebuild to then start contending for that championship? I guess it all depends on the sport, though.
I say like maybe 2 to 4 years, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Right.
If they do it right.
Yeah.
If they do
but
it
you know,
right.
I know for sure it takes free agent signings,
Yeah.
drafting,
Yeah,
and trades.
That's what a lot of teams do is they draft their young core and sign veteran free agents to fill in the rest. Well, some NFL teams can't figure that out. They stuck in limbo. Like never mind. But all right, man, let's go ahead and dive into it. If y'all new to the show, go ahead and like and subscribe.
Notice I ain't paying no attention. You saw that flower? You like that?
Nah, it's called self-control, RC. I don't know if you know anything about that, but that's what it's called. And
what's it
called? Self-control. I left.
Yeah, I've been working on that.
And I kept it moving. But like and subscribe if you're new to the show. Share with family and friends. We love the support. And go subscribe to the Breakdown with J and L too. All right, man. College football is here. Number 18 Michigan versus number 11 USC. RC, Michigan man over there.
Yeah. Most of them, cut the camera back on, brother. Cut the camera back on, brother. Cut the camera back on. See, last week you said after we got beat by Texas 2 weeks ago that we weren't gonna make the playoffs or we weren't gonna make a bowl game.
Well, I didn't say that. I'm just asking, do you think y'all have a bowl team?
I mean, anybody you can make a bowl game with 6 wins, but let me get back with you. So let me find out right now. Are you an Ohio State fan or Colorado? Which one can you pick? Tell me who you are.
I'm an Ohio State fan for sure.
Okay, now you're an Ohio State fan. Okay, I got it. All right. Now I can move forward. It's a big game. I'm torn in this game. I got a kid that I mentor that played for USC, DeCarlos Nicholson, number 17. I told him 1 pick, 5 tackles, and a big L. That'll be happy. We'll be one happy family. But I think Michigan, put the new quarterback in, dual threat quarterback, they should be better. But I still think USC would win because Michigan has an issue, and it's an identity crisis. If you have an identity crisis, if you struggle with an identity on offense or defense, knowing what it is that you do great, and saying that about Michigan is really, really strange, knowing that it used to be the run game, but teams are taking it away, and they haven't been able to establish it against good teams. So I'm gonna pick USC in this game until I see Michigan, turn into the Michigan of old. But I see USC squeezing out a good one, tough one.
What about you, Flowers? Who you see win this game?
I'm just gonna piggyback off RC because he pretty much said everything needed to be said. Until Michigan is able to find themselves offensively, it's not the defense that I'm worried about, it's them offensively. I think they start Algeria this weekend. I gotta give it to USC, especially in the college game, man. Offense is gonna prevail. And if Michigan can't be consistent offensively, man, they don't stand. Well, I ain't gonna say they don't stand a chance, but you put the ball in Miller Moss kid's hand. I think he's throwing over 70%. He got like a 72 completion percentage for the past 3-4 games. So get it to him, let him get him down the field. Let's see if Algeria and Michigan's offense can score. But I'm gonna take USC.
Jack, do you agree with Flowers and RC on this?
Yeah, I agree with both of them. USC, they're looking good right now. Michigan kind of trying to transition over to a new coaching staff, new quarterback. So, yeah, I'm over USC too.
I'm also known you'll make it a clean slate.
Yeah, I got USC winning, but not by much. I got them by 10.
I wish you said got by 10.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be the beat down that a lot of people may assume. But if USC win, I think it'll be a tight, close game. but I may be wrong because USC is a really good team.
Hey, Ben.
Go ahead, RC.
I like to throw a flag on the play. I just 32 fake y'all. There ain't no way in hell I'm picking against Michigan. I just want to see what the panel was going
Nah, bro.
to do. What I
Hey,
was
we let you have it. I mean, hey, you an analyst, ain't you?
Michigan. There's no way. They could be playing. Listen, they could be playing the Saints, who are 2-0 and hot right now. And I'm gonna pick my squad. I don't care. Go blue. I just want to see what y'all were gonna do. Go blue.
Hey, you analyst. Is that what you want to do? That's what you want to do.
Yes, I told you. That's how I do. Michigan.
Look, I was wondering, man, because I when you said,
I was like, oh, okay.
I kind of perched up a second.
So that
I didn't bat an eye. I just like, okay, he finally thinking. That's all I thought. I just kept rolling.
Don't mean I'm gonna change my opinion though.
All right, number 14, Oklahoma versus number 12, Utah. No, that's Oklahoma State. My bad. Both of the teams are 3-0. Jack, do you have, man?
I gotta go Oklahoma.
And Oklahoma State, they've been spreading the ball around. Their offense been rolling. So I kind of agree. Utah, I don't know how I feel about those guys. Flowers, how you feel about Utah?
If I just had just looking from the past, I would consider Utah to be the more physical team. Probably a little better too. I'm probably gonna roll. I'm gonna roll with Utah because they're the more physical team, in my opinion. I know Gundy and company can put up points. They got a great run game.
Yeah, they can.
But man, the Utah I've seen for the past few years, very stout team, both sides. I'm going Utah.
Yeah, lately Utah have been producing some DBs. So I think they had a safety. 2 years ago?
Yeah.
What was it last year? It was 2 years ago they produced a safety. So yeah, they are pretty physical. RC, who you taking in this?
Well,
no matchup.
It's the battle of the old ass quarterbacks. 125, 124. I'm looking at that, man. That just blows me away. Caleb Williams is 22 years old. CJ Stroud, I think 22, 23. I think he's 22. But these guys are 24 and 25. Oklahoma State quarterback started at Michigan. So it's just crazy how long they've been there. So it should be a very, very good NFL matchup. Utah's going to be physical. They're going to bring it. And Oklahoma State want to get up and down the field. And the shooter, I think I'll take the more physical team as well. I think they'll humble them at some point. But it should be a good game.
Yeah, it should be.
What's his name? His quarterback's name in Utah? Cam Rising.
Cam Rising.
Most unknown, which old QB going to lead their team to a victory?
When we call them super seniors,
yeah, super seniors,
yeah,
man. Y'all these quarterback, they got wives at home and kids and
mortgages.
Yeah, but, man, give me Utah, man. I just think at the end of the day that physical Utah defense is going to prevail. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be.
Definitely gonna be some Utah.
It's gonna be some chess pieces moving, most definitely for Oklahoma. They like to spread people out, get people in space. So it's gonna be very interesting in that game. Mm-hmm. Amanda, man, she said lots of love to Jay. So shout out to you, Jack.
That's what I'm talking about.
You want us to call you Jay? I don't call you Jay. I don't call you Jay. Since you
yeah, that's what I go by on the show is Jay.
Okay, Jay. All right. Number 6 Tennessee versus 15 Oklahoma. Both of the teams are undefeated, 3-0. Oh, that's unknown. Who you have?
Tennessee versus Oklahoma.
Where is it at?
I believe it's in Tennessee.
Okay.
Man, give me Tennessee.
Let me double check for you though.
I'm gonna look right now.
I mean, that's important in college.
Look it up, RC. Mm-hmm. It is. I want to say it's in Tennessee. I want to say that. Jay, who you have?
I'm going to Tennessee as well.
RC, you found it yet?
Not
Where's Gatwood where we need him? Gatwood is my stat guy.
It's a late game, so I'm still looking forward.
Oh yeah, they got like 80 games listed.
Yeah, man. It's in Oklahoma.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
But I feel like, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'll say.
Now, I was about to say, like, Tennessee, though, they almost can, like, just play with anybody because how their offense just be rolling. And they love taking deep shots. So I can feel like they can take advantage of that secondary pretty easily. That's why I think Oklahoma don't need to let this get into a shootout.
Right.
All right, what you about to say?
Well, the country say 70% Tennessee. I'm going Tennessee anyway because they got the guy with the extremely long name. I can't want to butcher his name, but the cat got 600, almost 700 yards in 3 games, touchdown. But they scored 75. I'll have a bone to pick with them. They scored 75 damn points against somebody. I don't know if they were playing Nichols. They were playing somebody. And they scored, I saw it was 75 to somebody was 65 or something. I'm just thinking to myself, at what point do you realize that the team has tapped out? I mean, that's humiliation. So hopefully they'll have some points left for Oklahoma. I don't believe in Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma without Bob Stoops is like Alabama without Nick Saban, but Bama look like they may be doing a little bit better. But I just think they could be had, and I think Tennessee will get them.
Flowers, like you have something on your mind.
I'm conflicted. I really am. I think I don't think we need to sleep on Oklahoma. They're very talented. It wouldn't be in the SEC for, if it wasn't for that reason. It's a home game. I'm gonna go on a limb and I'm gonna take Oklahoma in a close one.
Do anybody have the point spread on that?
It's probably be above. You talking about what the total score or just the spread in general?
The spread in general.
7.5.
Tennessee.
Yep.
I definitely
7.5 Tennessee.
I definitely gamble that. I gambled that Saturday. Definitely put it like at plus 9.5.
Oh, so you think it'll be a really close game? All right. I have a video to show y'all.
71-0 against Kent State. My bad. I'm sorry.
But I thought the more points you put up, the better your positioning in the polls.
They're number 6 in the country.
What you say, Flowers?
I said you can say yeah, you can say nay to that. I mean, it was Kent State. That's a warm-up game for them.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the point spread is 27.5. I'm not sure if that's accurate, but that's what they got
for Tennessee.
Oh, my bad. It is -7. My bad. -7. That was the wrong one. I was looking at the.
Somebody might make some money.
I was looking at the money line.
Get on that quick.
But yeah,
before they change it.
They got Tennessee -7 and Oklahoma +7.
Okay. That sounds about right. All right, I have a video to show y'all. It's your boy, Shador.
You that same nigga talking shit on Instagram. You talking on Instagram. All right, keep talking about our business. Keep talking.
All right. Do y'all have a problem with Shador annoying the quarterback for Colorado State handshake?
Nope. You just showed a little snippet. You just showed a little snippet. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Flowers. Do you have a problem with Shador denying the handshake from Colorado State quarterback?
I'm in between with it. I get the quarterbacks talking, reckless on Instagram Live or whatever. That's the new kids thing nowadays. They go online and hear and look up shit talk for motivation, I guess. But my thing is though, and I respect the Colorado State quarterback for extending his hand and saying good game and being man enough to stand there knowing what he said. I just rather Shador just shake his hand and then pop off. But other than that, I ain't no problem with it.
What about you, Jake?
I have a problem with it because it doesn't show good sportsmanship. Like he said, kudos to Colorado State quarterback for extending his hand out. Shador should just shake his hand like, "Hey, good game, man." Like that's all you have to do. It's not hard, bro. I feel like sometimes Colorado, their playoffs, their players, that program, they're a little too cocky. They're a little too overconfident. So they need to be humble. They need to they need to express good gamesmanship.
Okay. I'll just say this: who started the noise talking between these two colleges? Who have been talking the most on record? Colorado. Colorado's. Before I'm talking about the history of noise talking. Colorado have a history of noise talking, right?
Not with Colorado State.
So I'm saying when other teams start talking noise, then they have a problem. Now they're like, oh, you said this, but they've been saying stuff about people for the last 2 seasons. So what's the? I can't remember the schools, but they'll mention some couple of schools. So you saying that? So you saying they never come out and talk noise?
I never heard them say anything about another team before they played.
Who that team that got into it before the game at the 50-yard line? Cause Shador was over there doing
Colorado State. That was last year.
Yeah, Colorado.
So he went over there between them doing the whole Shelly. But I'm saying they have a history of standing in front of the media and talking randomly, like just recklessly, just talking about anybody, teammates, play other teams. So if another team come out and just say some stuff too, okay, that's just noise talking. But if a guy come up to you and like say, hey man, good game, you balled out, whatever, then just shake his hand. Like there's nothing wrong with that. Y'all, that's just sports. People talk noise all the time online between players and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's game. You lost, you won, shake hands, go on about your business, then Black Flower say, pop off, I don't care. Like, but at that time and moment, shake the guy's hand. He may have to walk up to you and say, hey, I'm putting my pride aside because I just got my tail beat. Literally, I'm putting my pride aside to say, man, you deserve this win. Y'all play your heart out. Good game. It's not. That's what I'm saying. Like these guys at Colorado, they think that itch don't stink, but it does. The way they carry themselves is not very, like you said, gamemanship wise. It's not very.
They carry themselves like their head coach.
Have you forgot who his boss is?
But Dion don't. I say. I want to just put it all on Dion because he do preach other stuff like how to handle yourself.
When the Saints were beating the Cowboys' ass, and they doing Michael Jackson, the coach say sometimes you gotta pop out and show them, and they was he got his arms back on the thing. They whooping their ass, they doing their thing. I'm gonna tell you the problem with Deion Sanders. I'm gonna tell you what the problem is. People don't like Deion Sanders. I can do better if you say you don't like me, then you find everything I do and try to flip it to where it's in a negative light. You gotta understand something. These kids are not like us. I'm with y'all. Shador should have shook his hand, laughed in his face, like whatever, But Shador, these guys are emotional, and social media is there. I'm old enough. I'm the oldest statesman on it. I remember seeing Miami walk this same walk, talk shit. I remember seeing a video as a kid of Miami in fatigues, finna get ready to play Alabama, and they talking noise about Alabama. We finna go in there and do what we do. They got all on fatigues before they play Alabama, and got their ass walked. I remember seeing USC and Notre Dame where they calling Miami and Notre Dame. They calling Miami the convicts and calling Notre Dame the Christians. I remember seeing that. The Catholics in versus the convict. I know that Deion Sanders is too legit to quit. I know about all that. I know him coming to San Francisco and we were boring. And then he turned, and now Jerry Rice is doing high steps. Then going to the Cowboys. But they don't like him. But the kid, they are an image of the coach. But if you really look at it, Colorado State coach came for Prime. He came for Prime first. Okay? You don't remember that, do you?
In the press conference. Yeah,
I've never heard them players or that coach, even though I don't agree with everything Colorado does. The week before they play the team, they're like, you know what? We finna beat them. We finna do. They don't say anything until their name is brought up. Who they talked about? But
they have it. Yeah, I can see you stuff there. But what I'm saying is though, you brought the coach from college, but the coach
Remember the Alabama State situation?
Nah, I don't remember that.
They put Prime face up on the billboard when they were beating them. Had his face up there. They make it personal. They make it personal.
I think some schools they do that because of how Colorado carried themselves. Like they already champions. So they're like, you have one
right now. Aren't y'all champions right now? You did a front, you did a second line down the middle of Dallas. You can vouch for this, Jay. The Saints won the game and did the second line in the front of the stadium. Did your fan base not do that?
I mean, that's after the game. That's the parade. That's fans.
Okay, it's 2 weeks.
Same players. But was the Colorado State coach wrong in what he said about how Colorado acted? Even who was that beat Colorado and the coach like, you know, they offer clicks, but we offer wins. I forgot who said that. After they beat
Oregon's coach.
That's what I'm saying. Like they saying like these guys are all about the bright light. Like put the lights on us. Put the lights on us because we deserve it. We got all the talent. We this and that. But they not. But they not though.
I'm with RC far as Colorado don't just seamlessly each week just talk shit about different teams.
They don't do that.
They don't. It's more of like RC saying, people don't like Dion or Coach Prime. Excuse me, Coach Prime. He don't like calling him Dion. So nobody likes Coach Prime because he doesn't show humbleness in this sport. You know, it's all arrogance and flashiness and everything else. Right. That's the problem. So
I see why people have a problem with I don't have a problem with Coach Prime.
But Colorado State QB started this.
He did.
I don't disagree. All I'm saying
I think it's boiled over from last year.
Yeah,
everything. What happened between
boiled over from last year, but at the end of the day, Shedeur Sanders should be playing on Sundays. He doesn't need to alter his evaluations with these GMs and these scouts for being challenged.
Right, I thought it was pretty solid that the guy, especially you get a man to do play terrible, nigga. He didn't play a good game, and he like, I guess I got man up and
the Colorado State quarterback knew he was talking shit. I respect him for going and like you say, saying good game, shaking his hand because he knew he had to face that.
Yeah, and Shedeur is sensitive. Shedeur and Shiloh, they ooze. What we don't understand is, and what they don't understand, you're not Deion Sanders. You don't have the game, the bravado, the energy. You're not that superhuman one-of-one. You can't do what your daddy did. Your daddy would not have even done that. He would have shook that kid's hand and went on in the middle. Because you got to understand, Prime fought Andre Rison in the game. That's his brother. They got into it in the game. After the game, that's still my brother. I love him. I'm going to call him after the game. That's what Shedeur got to understand. You got to be bigger than that. But my thing is with Colorado and this whole everybody's saying they need to be humble. And then you're not watching college football where the landscape, nobody's humble. Texas took their flag and stomped it in the middle of the block. Ain't no humility about that. You dig what I'm saying? So if I'm telling you, why is it that when Colorado does it, it's this big thing? You know why? I already don't like you. And see, I respect people that say, I don't like you, bro. And we go from there. But every little thing I do, don't make it seem like it's the end of the world. And I don't like that. But I don't like what Colorado does. But I just see it like that. They already don't like it.
All right. Most annoying, got any thoughts before we move on?
Nah, I'm 50-50 with it. You know, he could have shook his hand, but at the same time, he stood on business because he's the his name Braden. He the one that started the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I would have shook his hand.
Yeah, me too.
Because you know it's his game at the end of the day. I wouldn't take it personally.
Watch this, Mose. I'm Shedeur. I shake this guy's hand. Good game, man. I heard all that shit you were talking online.
Yeah.
So, right.
Yeah, do it like that then. That's cool.
Right.
Once you shake hand, there's nothing nobody can say because.
Or better yet, you pull him close. You pull him close and you say, "Let me hold $20." Keep going about your business. I did it in sports. You know what I'm saying? A few times playing basketball. You in that line, and it's like, hey man, you know I bust your ass tonight, and you know you just keep on walking. You know what I'm saying? It just happens. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's all cool. Yeah.
Pretty much. All right, let's shift gears here. If y'all new to the show, go ahead and do this for me. Like and subscribe, turn notifications so you know when we go live. Man, NFL games. Week 3, we have the Jets playing right now. The score is 7-0. I mean, 7-0 Jets way.
Okay.
They had the ball at the New England 1.
It's
So
14.
like Jets ahead.
Again,
They scored.
Yeah, scored.
They about to score.
14-0.
Anybody?
14-3. No, it's 14-3. My bad. 14-3. I gotta refresh my page.
Anybody?
All right. No, I think everybody picked the Jets. I had to go back. No, I think Randy picked the Patriots.
Okay. Well, Aaron Rodgers is 12 for 14, 135, 1 touchdown right now.
Okay. Flowers, was this the video you were talking about right here?
That's a hell of a win, guys. That's a good football team that we just beat. Okay, 16 regular season wins in a row. Okay, that was a good team. All right, now, okay, here's what we said. We said we had to come in here and play our brand of football. All right, and that's exactly what we did. We played the way the Saints have to play this game. All right, and look, hey, sometimes you just got to pop out and show them.
Oh, yeah, coach. Go.
If it would have
Hey,
sorry, Jay. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
Don't pay him no mind.
Jay,
you gotta pop out and show him.
Jay, that's the corniest shit ever. Now, if Jay, you feel me on this? If Prime would do this, you got see that it's all right when they do it. Now the guy walking around, they don't want 2 games, Jay. They don't want 2 games.
I know it's just week 3. It's just week 3.
Yeah, it's not 2 games, RC.
Bro, listen,
it's not
bro.
about 2 games. It's not. It's got everybody on our job now. Y'all stay over there. Y'all stay over there. Don't be riding us now. You
on your job now because you didn't believe. We believe. You didn't believe.
Nah, I knew it was gonna be. It's gonna be a test.
Man, nobody want to ride, y'all. Man, stop.
Man, the media riding us, man. They had segments about it. We ain't had segments about 3 years now.
That's crazy.
All right, man. We're gonna get into our game picks, right? The Colts. We'll start with the Colts. They are 0-2. They playing against the 1-1 Bears. The Colts are a 2-point favorite. Flowers. Who do you have?
Look, if I'm Chicago, and I'm just playing devil's advocate right now. If I'm Chicago, establish the run, Chicago. The Colts have given up 200 plus rushing yards the first 2 weeks. It's embarrassing. Now let me switch back. Colts, my defense, Gus Bradley. Do you have any wheel and do you have any nuts? They need to drop. Y'all got to go out and tackle. I seen the DBs doing tackling drills this week. Offensively, we get Josh Downs back this week. That is a big boost for this offense, man. We need somebody that can work the middle of the field. Ashton Doolin wasn't cutting it. A.D. Mitchell's a rookie. He gotta get his feet wet. He gotta get his feet under him. So I expect us to win. Hopefully we get to Caleb Williams. I'm thinking we sack Caleb 3-4 times if we come out and play this weekend. But I'm with Vegas. Give me the Colts this week. We need a win bad. We're at home. I see it happening.
Jay, who do you have?
It's a tough one. I've been on the Caleb Williams bandwagon hype train, but Chicago's struggling right now. And with Josh Downs coming back to the Colts offense, that brings that element, that speed element, that deep threat that they need. So I got to roll with the Colts. I like Anthony Richardson. I like what I'm seeing from him this far.
You cool with me, Jay?
Yeah. Man, Flowers, you mentioned the Bears running the ball on Colts. Man, lucky for them, they don't have to see Josh Jacobs again. But right now the Bears are ranked 28th in rushing, so that you might have a little bit ease with DeAndre Swift than Josh Jacobs.
If the Bears had Green Bay offensive line, we might have something to talk about.
Right. So hopefully I think y'all can stop DeAndre Swift and see can Caleb Williams throw on y'all. Most of know who you have.
I got the Colts, man. I feel like on paper the Colts is one of them teams where I feel like it could be good, but maybe at this point it's a matter of coaching, in my opinion. And I want the defense to step up as well, because I really thought the Colts was going to be like one of them sleeper teams, but I don't know. It just bad football right now, but I think they'll eventually fix it up and they'll beat the Bears.
What about you, RC?
Well, before I say anything, I want to say hello to my mom and Aiden just coming. I want to say hello to my nephew for them. I appreciate y'all watching. They're always watching. But definitely. So I think the Colts probably had two of the toughest first two games. Like they played a team that made the playoffs last year in Green Bay, and then they played the Texans. That's two tough games. I mean, they've been right there. They've been really good games. So of course I'm going with the Colts. There's no way in hell I would take the Bears. I mean, if you just watch the Bears, I saw what Romeo, what's his name? Romeo Duvier. His dad, he must got a Pop Warner type dad. His dad is already releasing video of him being wide open. Like, dude, give it time. I mean, the boy, just 2 weeks into his NFL career, and you already saying my son is open. So he got that type of dad. But Caleb Williams, to me, after the incident with CJ Stroud, I think he's gonna have to be humbled. He's gonna take the long road home because he thinks he knows it all already, and just you can tell he's being stubborn. So I'm going with the Colts, even though they don't have D-Buck. They're gonna get this is the perfect team for the Colts to get right against. So
right, man. For CJ Stroud to even come out and say I wasn't trying to son him, then that's something wrong. There, like the way Caleb Williams, I don't know was his body language, like he wasn't accepting.
You see how far Caleb Williams chin was out? He was like, had his lip. I'm like, dude, he trying to help you. Stop taking all them licks, bro. Like,
right. Yeah, Caleb Williams out there playing backyard football, trying to razzle dazzle like Patrick Mahomes and throw the ball deep. He got picked off twice trying to do that stuff. But the Bears, Caleb Williams was sacked 7 times last week, so the Colts D-line should be feasting this coming up week and get pressure on them. And the Bears running game, like I said, they've been lacking. So this is a good time for the Colts defense to get back on track. I am taking the Colts. AR should have a big game. They gave up 151 yards to Collins. So Michael Pittman, I'm waiting for you to pop out. I need you to pop out.
You just need him. You need to trade him to me so he can start actually working.
Maybe that's what it is. Cause he broke for me right now. Maybe I just need to move him. To be honest, I never liked drafting the quarterback and receiver duo. I never liked that. Mm-hmm. So I think I was kind of forced to take Pittman because of what happened earlier in that draft. So that's why I chose those two. Broncos, 0-2 Broncos versus the 2-0 Buccaneers. Buccaneers are a 6.5 point favorite. RC, who you have?
Well, I know where I'm going against Baker. The way Baker's cooking right now, I think he's found his groove, just like Sam Darnold, just like Geno Smith, just like Derek Carr. Just give me my money. Give me my money. Give me people that you can surround me around that believe in me. When you got folks believing in you, man, you go out there and play free. And you can tell that Baker has a group of guys that believe in him. They changed offensive coordinators, but they didn't change quarterbacks. He looked really good. Anyway, I can go against Tampa Bay right now. And I think that NFC South keeps rolling.
Yeah, but most of all, I forgot you was a Broncos fan. So who do you have?
Oh, I got the Bucs. Yeah, you funny, man.
Wow.
You funny. Look, I ain't scared like RC. I go against my team. We playing football right now.
Alice, thank you. Yeah, he ain't scared, RC.
Hey, man. Listen, bro. That ain't fair.
It's the truth. Like, man, it's the truth. But not for real, though. I mean, our quarterback is leading our team in rushing. You know what I'm saying? it just, yeah, Baker's surrounded by guys, and to me, is they trust Baker at the end of the day. They trust him a lot. Right now, I mean, the only thing we got is a rookie quarterback, but we don't have nothing else. We don't offensively. I mean, first of all, defensively, we've been actually pretty good, but that's only going to last you so long, you know, because you know, when the defense is constantly out there, they're going to eventually get tired. Luckily, we have one of the best pass defenses in the league, but like I said, I mean, it's week 2. That can only last you so long. But we're weak on the offensive end, and I mean, right now the Buccaneers the hot team right now.
Yeah, right now, y'all defense is ranked 9th in the league. Y'all pretty solid against the pass. Y'all 4th against the pass. I think Denver's problem is, like you said, the offense is not doing anything.
Poor play calling.
Yes,
that's what it is.
It's not poor. If you watch the game, most you know, Bo is missing throws and forcing passes they shouldn't be forcing down the middle of the field. But that's neither here and there because it's not all Bo's fault. It's not. Trust me, it's not poor play calling. It's poor execution. The defense. I mean, the Devontae Williams is not doing anything for y'all. They can't. They are not taking pressure off.
But he was never.
They can't run the ball.
He was really never that guy though.
So 3 years ago, he was.
So the GM ain't the GM the head coach? Somebody on the panel tell me.
I could have sworn.
No, that's somebody else.
He not.
He don't have full power. He has 6 over the roster, but he don't have full power.
Okay, so he has LeBron James type power, right? That's what you just said.
Pretty much.
That's what you're saying.
Okay. So you mean to tell me the guy you said poor execution? Well, he didn't pick him nothing to throw to. Like that's on the coach.
I mean, Tim Patrick was hurt, so they got rid of him because I don't know how far of progression he was on his timeline with his injury. Then Jerry Jeudy, you know, he had that old problem with trying to fight people instead of focusing on the game. So he was probably like
Jeudy was never that guy.
Jeudy, and what's to be honest, Jeudy never really developed to be that star like he was drafted to be.
Dude,
and
that football with the replacements.
Then Sutton been down. He been trending downwards the last 2 years. He had a big injury. Last year or a year before that? He had a big injury.
The year before that, last year he was decent. If I'm correct, he one of the better receivers in the red zone.
Yeah, but he hasn't been the star like he was a couple years ago.
Yeah, but I mean, offensively,
right now, Josh Reynolds, and he came from the Saints. Lil Jordan Humphreys is your best leading receivers right now.
Who? My point is
Lil Jordan Humphreys.
Who is
he can't. He was.
That's what I'm saying. Like, man,
he's all right. All right,
man. Let me tell you, the problem I have right now with other fans, like Brock can only do so much. Like, why our quarterback leading the team in rushing?
Right.
He only do.
Can't run.
Once again, if you draft a quarterback in the first round, it takes years for him to develop and truly be a starter in the league. And I understand that we're not good right now, but I mean, this past offseason, we really didn't do nothing.
They did more than what Nathaniel did.
Also, let me say this: Sean Payton coaching to me is outdated, at least offensively. Give me somebody that's young and
Jay, you shaking your head, Jay? You agree, Jay?
Yeah, I agree.
Oh my God, boy.
His coaching is outdated.
Hold on. Wait. We saw no. We ain't gonna do this, guys. Last episode, y'all bragging about Russell Wilson doing this and doing that, and he had Sean Payton, right? Y'all ain't say it was outdated then, but now y'all saying it's outdated now because Bo Nix is struggling.
Dude, tell me, can I ask you this?
Come on, man.
Whatever. Hold on. Give me a Mike Variable. give me a D'Amico Ryan any type of day. Cause at least they
all
do
defensive
stuff
coaches. I
different.
thought defensive coaches can't
Well,
lead
granted,
young
they
quarterbacks.
defensive coaches, but at least they're, you know what I'm saying? Sean Payton's
You need an
play
OC.
style is outdated, man.
It wasn't outdated when they went on that scoring, when they went on the wins. You weren't saying that then.
Winning all the wins, man.
When they almost made the playoffs, you weren't saying that when they had
our defense held us up, though.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Our defense held us up. That was our defense. When we went on that winning streak last year, our defense was top tier.
Hey, when Sean Payton turns thing around, most of known, don't even say anything about
whatever. He'll be going to
when he turns thing around, don't be saying and Sean Payton we trust. Cause I know it's coming.
Oh man,
I don't want to hear that.
He ain't gonna turn it around.
Anybody on the panel can answer this. In the last 20 years, when have we saw a coach that's been coaching 20 plus years, 30 plus years? I don't know how long Sean's been there. I'll start at Andy Reid. Can't name Andy Reid. Anybody not named Andy Reid that's his age who has turned a program around and won a Super Bowl or won just trending up with just I'm talking about one of the better coaches in the league. Who has done that? We have no Bill Parcells
because most of the time
Parcells couldn't go to Dallas and win there after leaving New York.
He did. Dallas was very competitive.
But I'm saying, no, they wouldn't. Stop this. They had
Keyshawn. With Bill Parcells, it was competitive.
No, they had a revolving door quarterbacks. They had a defense that was not vaunted.
Are you talking about when Bill was coaching the Jets or the
Cowboys?
The Cowboys. Oh,
Cowboys. My bad. The Cowboys. I'm saying when a coach
didn't they go to playoffs with Carter?
When a coach, no, you talking about Quincy Carter?
Yeah,
no,
they didn't make the playoffs with Quincy Carter.
If they did, they made a wild card.
I think they did.
Maybe they made a wild card.
They did. What you say?
But my point I'm trying to make is, it's very hard with offensive coordinator, offensive minded, this young and up and coming group of head coaches, that these dinosaur coaches are gonna win. You know, I don't think Belichick, if he gets another job, he's gonna win because it's outdated.
So, but the thing is, RC, most of the older coaches stay in a certain place a very long time. So you have a very small sample sizes of older head coaches going to newer teams. Most of the time they end up retiring or moving away or moving to a front office position.
Mike McCarthy, you got
they still going to the playoffs though.
They getting their ass killed. Like I'm trying to listen, bro. Listen. What I'm telling you is, if you basing it off of them making the playoffs, if that's a win for you, fine. But as a Cowboy fan and as a Bronco fan,
hold on. You're a 49 fan and you keep making the playoffs, but your hand one is with a younger guy.
I'm making the Super Bowl, Jack. But this is the thing.
But you ain't winning it.
But this is the difference between there's only one team that's beating me. You ain't made the playoffs in 4 years. Listen what I'm going to tell you. This is why this is funny. You ain't made the playoffs in 4 years. 4 years, right? But everybody else on this panel, we want to, even though I'm not winning the Super Bowl, I want to be competitive. Only one team can win the Super Bowl, and the only team that's winning the Super Bowl right now is Chiefs. So everybody else in the National Football League is in the same boat. But what Moses is saying is, in the offseason, after I've already blew up the roster, we need help to be competitive. Because you're in
money.
No, listen, you're in a division with other teams that are competitive. They are spending money and making moves, and you're not.
That's what I'm saying. With what money?
That's why
the Cowboys in the same boat. They money
because they got a $40 million cap hit on Russ. They still pay contract.
That's what I'm saying.
This is a down year far as they couldn't sign nobody or anything. So the draft would have had to hit for them.
So
everything, and the draft would have had to hit.
So my point is this: okay, boy, a veteran coach coming into the league, why take a job where you got to rebuild? Harbaugh way smarter than Sean Payton. I'm gonna go somewhere where it's already built and add something to it versus having to wait. What coach that age?
Sean Payton don't like doing that. He don't like doing it.
Flowers.
Wait another year, because we all thought he was gonna take the Charger job.
He gonna get
in
fired.
In my heart of hearts, he doesn't like taking something that's already built up there. He likes to construct stuff in his own image.
Your coach can get fired.
He might.
Also, Ben, you were right. Dallas went with Bill Parcells, they went in 2003 with Quincy Carter. They won 10. They went 10-6 and lost to the Panthers 29-10.
Okay,
I thought they did.
But this is my point.
Yeah.
This is my point. No coach after being successful at another organization has won a Super Bowl going to the other team. Who has done that? Thank you. So you think Sean Payton, you believe in Sean Payton that much? You believe he can fly, R. Kelly? Did you think he's gonna go over the freaking Mustang?
Yeah, I see him do it. Get out of here. If he done it once, he probably can do it again.
Honestly, there probably been maybe two coaches that become close. They've come close to what RC is saying.
It's rare.
Andy Reid and Tony.
Another coach, Marty Scott.
Schottenheimer.
Yes. Yeah.
But I'm saying though, what I'm saying is too though. Most of the older coaches usually retire or go to a front office. They hardly ever switch to go to another team, or they take a step down and become an OC somewhere. Like they hardly ever just.
So what type of team
like that?
What type of team would you guys rather cheer for? A perennial loser, a team that don't make the playoffs, or a team that's competitive every year? That's
competitive.
Okay, so this clown over here telling me I should feel some type of way. You didn't win the Super Bowl.
I ain't saying you should feel that way. I'm just pointing out the obvious.
32 teams. We're not the Atlanta Falcons, brother. We don't wake up every year saying, you know what, we don't have a shot in hell. I'd rather be the coach and say, or the Broncos or the Cowboys saying we got a shot, versus just saying you're gonna waste the entire year. My brother right here, Moses, is gonna waste the entire year because your guy gotta wait.
Be patient. What's that saying? Pay good things to come to those who good things come to those who wait. So it's gonna come soon. Your ship coming in. Most of them, ship is coming in. You just gotta be patient a little bit.
But it's still though, he's not putting offensively. He's not putting them in the right predicament. We have a slow. The tempo been a problem, man, and it's just like I understand we have a bad team, we losing, but you're supposed to work with that at the end of the day.
That's what they trying to do. That's why defense. Once they get the right piece on offense, then everything gonna fit together. You gotta be patient, man. All right, man. We gotta move on, huh?
Is it guaranteed?
I guarantee it. I've seen it with my own eyes.
Man, we about to go 0-6, 17.
They don't, and they beat the Bucks. Don't be shocked, man. Don't be shocked. They beat the Bucks. All right, Flowers, who you have?
Give me the Bucks.
Jay, who you have?
I got the Bucks.
All right, everybody going with the Bucks. I would make this a lock of the week just because of y'all, but I'm not.
I wouldn't be shocked if Denver. Just the NFL crazy this year, man.
Yeah, it is. All right, the 0-2 Titans versus the 1-1 Packers. The Titans are 2.5 point favorite. Jay, who you have?
Ooh. I'm gonna go with the Titans, even though Will Levis he hasn't looked great this season so far, but I just like the pieces that the Titans have. I like their offseason. I like what they did.
I like what they did too. They trying. Will Levis, he's just having them rookies mistakes right now, but if he can figure that out, then they're gonna be deadly. RC, who you have?
Boy, look, somebody, the football guys worked this out for Malik Willis. Didn't they do what they say?
The script. They do a very good job of the script.
Man, somebody did a good job of the script. You mean to tell me Malik Willis get to walk back in that stadium and look across there and see the team that gave up on him? And you think I'm gonna pick against that? I'm going Green Bay, and it's gonna be a good game in the beginning. It might get out the way because I think Tennessee's problem is Will Levis is not doing. He's not only making rookie mistakes. He's making mistakes that don't even make sense. Some of the stuff he does or he's doing. So I'm going with the Packers. Ain't no way. This is a great story right here.
Who you have, Flowers?
Green Bay. Jordan Love might play too, FYI.
Oh, man.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, Jordan Love might play this week.
If I were him, I wouldn't chance it. Especially don't come back.
I mean, he's young. The body's healing. The injury the injury probably wasn't bad as we thought it was. if he can get out there and play, get out there and play. But I would love to see Malik, to go out there and get a win. I don't think that the Titans match up with Green Bay. Green Bay's defense against that offensive line from the Titans, that's not a good matchup. The secondary against Levis, that's not a good matchup for Levis. So give me Green Bay.
Have y'all seen the injury report?
No, you haven't.
What in the world is going on in the NFL? So Jaden Reed, Josh Jacobs, Jordan Love, Kenny Clark, Tucker Kraft are all questionable.
They'll play.
And then on the Titans, they got 3 guys on IR and 2 guys questionable. Man, what is going on? What is going on?
Hey, as long as
and this is supposed to be a safe league.
Right. Flowers, I already said you. Most of know who you have.
Oh, give me the Packers. I don't trust Will Levis.
It's not even about trusting Will Levis. The online are allowing 50% of pressures. That's a lot. 53%.
Rookie left
tackle. And he was sacked.
That's not good.
That's not good. He was sacked 7 times last week. That's most of the dropbacks. 53%.
Yeah, but at the same time,
come on.
At the same time, I think that Packers pass defense gonna hold Levis.
Yeah, D-Hop might be out. D-Hop injured, so Cavalry is the only weapon they really have.
To me, Levis is such a boring quarterback, man. I don't know if it's just me, but
are you trying to win? What you want? Style points or what are you going for?
Just basic to me.
Mayonnaise in their coffee. That's what you want.
All right. The 2-0 Vikings versus the 2-0 Texans. The Texans are a 2-point favorite. RC, who you have?
This is gonna be a bloodbath because both of these teams get after the quarterback. And Minnesota, it's loud. Man, they be doing that Skull chant. I'll be trying to figure out what the hell that means. It's like some witchcraft. But you best believe CJ will be tested this week. He gonna see 90% pressure. But I'm gonna go with the Texans because they have what the 49ers don't have, and they have ability to play on the road right now. They have CJ Stroud is better than Brock Purdy, first of all, and then also I think this guy, they're gonna make this guy pay for blitzing so much. CJ's not 5'11", he's not 5'10", 5'11". He can see, and he's gonna be able to actually. I think they'll give him easy throws. What Cal Shanahan was trying to make Brock Purdy be Dan Marino. So I'm gonna go with the Texans in this game. I don't know if Joe Mixon is playing because they will need to be able to establish the run.
I think he's questionable. But hey, Cam Akers, he was talking that thing in preseason. He looked really good. Yeah, I think he scored. Did he score against the Colts? Flowers, Cam Akers.
I'm gonna take the Texans.
I don't think he did,
but I wouldn't be shocked if he won.
Jay, who you have?
I gotta go with the Texans as well. I love CJ Stroud. I like what they did over the offseason. I like the addition of Stephon Diggs to add to Tank Dell and Nico Collins. Nico Collins been balling out. He surprised me. Like I didn't think he was gonna be this good, but I just like what the Texans doing right now, offensively and defensively.
Yeah, Jay, I traded for him in fantasy and been paying off for me. I had to make that move. Klaus, who you have?
Give me the Texans. I'm behind RC with this as far as I think Stroud capitalizes on what Flores sending as far as pressure-wise. This is not the week to send all that pressure towards CJ Stroud. And they might get to him. I'm quite sure they'll probably get to him a few times, but overall he'll capitalize. Give me the Texans.
Most who you have?
Man, I got the Texans, man. CJ Stroud and Nico Collins. One of mine. They've been my absolute favorite players, and I just think Houston played a slightly better physical. They have a slightly better physical defense, and like I said, I feel like even if the Vikings send that pressure, CJ is very athletic, and he'll get on down with the run.
Yeah, I got 2 names for you: Lassiter and Stingley. Talking about one of the best dual corners, man. Them guys can ball out. I feel like they can get after the Vikings offense, and both of the teams are really good at rushing the passer. But I just like the Texas secondary more than I like the Vikings, and I think the Texans can hold them.
And the Vikings and Jetta is banged up,
questionable. Yeah. What you about to say, Flowers?
I just wanted to let it be known that remember the Neil Hunter was a Minnesota Viking, so he does have an insight on what's going on. So he might tip him a little bit.
and this is the week that Sam Darnold comes back to earth, because last week he was trying to give us the game and we couldn't get it. But I believe this week those two corners won't be sleeping.
Sam Darnold had 2 interceptions this past Sunday, and against that Texas secondary, they are very capable of making turnovers. And what you said about Sam Darnold, I feel he would try to give the game away. It was just some crazy things were happening in your game that just turn out right for the Vikings, but it's not gonna happen against a very mature Texans team. The 2-0 Chargers going to Pittsburgh. The 2-0 Steelers. Steelers are point favorite. Most unknown who you have.
Man, that's tough. That is tough, man.
Damn, you NFL.
Because of that. Well, I mean, man, that Pittsburgh defense, man.
Yeah.
TJ Watt could probably go mess around and win Defensive Player of the Year. It wouldn't surprise me. But go Chargers, go. In Harbaugh, we trust. I got the Chargers.
I got the Chargers. What about you, Jay?
I gotta go to Chargers as well. Like, I mean, Pittsburgh, they had a defense, but their offense been kind of shaky, even with Justin Fields at quarterback. And I like what Jim Harbaugh is doing with the Chargers right now, so I'm rolling with them.
RC, who you have?
I think Pittsburgh is fraudulent. I think at some point they kind of in the car. They got a big car with a small engine. Nothing about their offense goes fast or nothing about it. I think it's fraudulent, and when they play a team they can score and they gonna get behind, I don't think they can make up the distance, close the distance, and be able to score points. And they're playing the early 2000 brand of football in this era of football. And it's the most boring, most bland, and it's not gonna last over the test of time. And then the Chargers are starting to find weapons on offense, and then J.K. Dobbins look good. So I think Khalil Mack and the boys get after Justin, and he turns it over. Chargers by 14.
Ooh, dang, gone 14. Wow, who you have?
I'm going back and forth with this one in my mind earlier. I'm gonna go with the Chargers because they have 2 All-Pro bookend tackles, Joe Alt and the other fellow on the other side also. Man, they'll be able to hold up for Herbert. Harbaugh gonna play physical with Mike Tomlin, that team. I just don't believe Justin Fields and company will be able to do enough to beat a Jim Harbaugh team. I mean, we look at last week when they played the Broncos. I know they got 2 touchdowns called back, but they take shots here and there. They're going to take a few more shots than what they're taking. But if the defense can't wreck the game, I just don't see how they're going to beat the Chargers. And like I say, Joe Alt and I can't remember the other tackle's name, the left tackle, Slater.
Slater.
Great tackles,
RJ's, man. I think his name RJ or something like that.
Great tackles. So they'll be able to TJ Watt and Highsmith. So give me the Chargers.
Man, this is a tough one because the only reason why the Chargers win is because they can run the ball. So can they run? There is a reason. J.K. Dobbins went over 130. That's taking a lot of pressure off Herbert with hardly no weapons. Steelers, man, their front four is crazy. It's crazy. They got that big nose tackle. They say he's about 300-some pounds, man. He just engulfs the offensive line. It's just really gonna come down who can score the most. Both of them got good defenses. Do I trust Justin Fields to put up a touchdown against the Chargers?
Hit the Chargers. That's the choice of who's going to score.
But it's not like the Chargers just like hanging up for it. They grind out games. That's how Chargers will win this thing. They not just just outscoring everybody. They taking their time downfield and making sure they're taking the high percentage play. But the Steelers, I feel like they can wreck all that. It just all depends on it. Justin Fields can hit a deep threat. He can hit a bomb to one of the wide receivers. Yeah, then I feel like it can change a lot to the game.
Man,
but I don't know.
Give me Justin Herbert over Justin Fields.
What's the difference between the Chargers? I think the glaring difference between the Chargers and the Pittsburgh
Chargers can run the ball.
No, the Steelers defense is still out there on the field right now. They ain't get no breaks. They always out there. I don't care how good of a defense that you have. At some point, they break and they give up points. So this is how we're gonna get these 14 points, all these 13, all these 10. Justin Fields gonna fumble, turn, interception. They go my 7. Then I'm gonna score a touchdown. And you're not gonna score much, and they go my 14 or my 10. I think that defense gonna be out there all day, like they was doing with Atlanta. Atlanta got a good offense. Okay, so I don't think when I look at the cornerbacks for Pittsburgh, I don't see stalwarts. I don't see just guys that scare me. I'm going at them, and I think we think the Chargers don't have offensive weapons, but they have developing offensive weapons, and it's like chances here and there. I watched them. I'm like, okay, I see what you're trying to do, but just be wary that Pittsburgh at some point the floodgate may open against a good team, and this might be that week where somebody just says, "We're gonna lay them down."
I'm gonna go with the Steelers. I don't take a shot with Steelers. I think Justin Fields. He been trying to push the ball downfield. They had a pass interference. He hit. His name is escaping me right now.
Ben, did you know that P. Diddy is a Pittsburgh Steelers fan? I just thought
No, no, he's not. Stop it. He sounds like more of a Cowboys fan.
Oh, Lord. Jay, you gonna let him? Come on, Jay. Don't let him talk to you like that, Jay.
That's why the Eagles gonna beat y'all this week.
Wow.
Okay.
So can you see that? Y'all can't see that. That's P. Diddy in the Steelers jersey, Ben. I just wanted to let you know. So I'm
gonna take the Steelers guy, Justin Fields. He gonna hit on one of these bombs that had a positive interference taken back from them, and he take his chances here and there. So
but
I want to
see
the Steelers
the same disease as Sean Payton got. Same disease. Why do you get a team and don't get receivers and skill players like that?
Well, I don't. Yeah, that was kind of weird that they got rid of Palmer. Then they got rid of Allen. No, not Palmer. What's the other one?
Williams.
Mike. It was 3 of them. It was Williams, Allen, and it was another slot guy.
The tight end.
Oh, Everett. Yeah.
Everett. They got rid of all them boys. Eckler.
But look at
all the running backs.
I feel you got to look at stuff like that too. Like we didn't think that kid could play last year, and look, he's slowly emerging. Oh yeah, that kid can play.
Yeah.
Who you talking about?
Quentin Johnson. TCU got out. They couldn't.
Maybe it was the coach because he couldn't catch a cold last year. And that was just a bad aura of Staley. Brandon Staley.
Be comfortable in your skin.
All right. The 0-2 Giants travel to the Cleveland Browns, the 1-1 Cleveland Browns. The Browns are a 6.5-point favorite. RC shaking head. Who he's having this one?
Danny Dimes. I start calling you Danny Blind. I don't know if you know who he's throwing. I pick them every week, man. I pick the Giants every week, man.
Why?
Because their defense is really good, and I be thinking like this the week. And this the week. I'm gonna pick Giants. This the last week I pick y'all, brother. I'm picking y'all again because I believe that the Cleveland Browns they need to be on RC's fraudulent list. Cleveland last week won a game where Jacksonville did everything right. Cleveland was like 2-13 on third down. They had 100 yards in penalties. They did nothing right. Jacksonville's like Dumb and Dumber. They just get dumber and dumber every game, which is some of the stuff that they do. They was in the red zone all day long and couldn't get points. Just didn't make sense. And I think the Giants and Dable go to Cleveland. It's a tough, tight game. Both team defenses at really horrible quarterback play. And Danny Dimes, Danny Blimes, if you mess me up this week, I'm gonna be on your ass all the rest of the season talking crazy. So I'm going with the Giants in the closer.
RC, I don't know. You might need to rethink this. The Giants is literally dead last in time possession, running the ball, passing the ball. Even their defense is ranked 26 right now.
Hey, but they're going against the Cleveland Browns. Same shit, different day. I'm just going with the Giants. Pick the lesser two evils.
All right, Jay, who you have?
Gotta go with the Browns. Giants are trash. Like, I don't trust Danny Nichols. Like I don't even know why they gave him that contract extension. That's a waste of money. Like they
More
should
like David
Right.
Pennies.
let him walk. Let him walk. But Browns they have a better defense. I'll take, even though Deshaun Watson he's been pretty bad this season. I'll still take him over Daniel Jones. So I gotta go with the Browns.
I'll say this: Deshaun Watson arm is shot. I don't care what nobody say.
It is.
It's gone. It's gone. Klaus, who you have?
If this game was in New York, I would consider the Giants. But hell, they didn't beat the Commanders last week. They should have. That's a game they should have won against an inexperienced secondary. I'm gonna put Malik the neighbor's ass on the bench this week. I gotta remind myself to do that. Myles Garrett is gonna wreck this game. Watch. Myles Garrett, 2 sacks this week, I think. Danny Dimes will throw it to the opposite team. Cleveland won't have to do too. Deshaun won't have to showcase too much because Danny Dimes will do it for him. Give me Cleveland.
So listen to this. Listen to these stats. Which quarterback is this without me telling you who this is? 46 for 79, 355 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. Who is that? Is that Deshaun Watson or is that Daniel Jones?
That's Watson.
That's Deshaun.
That's Deshaun Watson. Now, here's the 2 receivers. This receiver has 15 receptions for 193 yards and 1 touchdown. Is that Malik Neighbors or Jerry Jeudy?
Jerry.
That gotta be Jerry Jeudy.
Malik Neighbors got that. So it's the battle of really bad offenses, brother. Good luck with this.
But if you recall what the Browns D line did to Jacksonville last week, they had Trevor. They created the safety. I think they had 4 sacks on Trevor.
Yeah, they got
standing in his end zone, brother. Yeah. He's standing in his end zone trying to throw the ball. Why? Why are you standing in your end zone playing quarterback?
That's one. But you trust Danny Dimes to?
No, I don't believe. I don't trust Daniel Jones. Daniel's son. I don't trust nobody named Daniel right now.
Danny's son.
If Jacksonville Jaguars be finding a way to lose every week. They find a way to lose. So I'm saying both of these teams that played each other are mirror images of each other. It's just one got a really, really good defense. And the other defense is not bad, just out there all day.
Yeah, they are. They literally camping out there. Must have known who you have.
Give me the Browns, man. You talking about Deshaun arm and shot? All he got to do is rub, P Diddy baby oil lotion on his arm and he get back strong again. So, that's all he got to do, man.
Yeah, get that strong on.
Dude,
he already had. I'm pretty sure he had thousands of balls in his house. The massage therapist got you something.
He need more baby oil in there, man.
Hey, Johnson poster. Deshaun Watson and P Diddy, man. That's poster.
They gotta be pissed off that P Diddy going to jail because he was getting crates of that stuff, man. I don't know what's going on.
That is sick.
P Diddy and Watson have stock in Johnson baby oil.
Now, was it Johnson or was it equal? That's the question.
Johnson, bro. Right. We still don't know who Johnson is. It could be Magic Johnson and some other Johnson. I don't know.
Hey, RC, EJ Johnson.
If it's Magic Johnson, it all makes sense, don't it?
It all makes sense, right? It all makes sense. Very positive, makes sense.
But but yeah, I just want to say, man, I think Myles Garrett gonna get about 3 sacks in this game. I ain't
it's gonna be up. I think the D line gonna wreck that.
He'll go off.
Honestly, this might
2+ sacks.
Yeah, and honestly, I think it's something about when 2 bad teams play. And it's like sometimes their offense is just works that day.
Yes,
man. Because growing up, I watched Charlie Fry and Mac Leinart have good games, great games actually. But after that, they on 2 bad teams. Somebody got to fall out. So give me Deshaun Watson. I think he's gonna have a good game.
you make a point because it's 2 games. You know how NFL goes. It's gonna be 2 games that we picked is supposed to just go like a landslide, and it won't be there. They'll be in. I'm talking
like
about
last week.
It'll be crazy.
Last week was crazy.
It'll be
All right. The 1-1 Eagles goes to Superdome versus the 2-0 Saints. The Saints is a 2.5 point favorite.
Look at that smack.
Jay, you say you're going against the Saints, so let's hear who you have. Who do you really have? Jay, who you have?
I gotta go with the Eagles, man. Y'all coming back down to earth this Sunday. Y'all had y'all nice little run. You know, y'all woke up on us. Y'all beat the sorry Panthers, and y'all going to the Super Bowl.
Tell them, Jay.
So I got the Eagles, man. Like, Eagles just too much for y'all. They got too much offense. Hopefully AJ Brown comes back this week. If he comes back this week, y'all have no shot. No shot.
Jay, are you still hurting from last week? Is this why you doing this? Is this why you doing this?
I just think the Eagles are better.
Okay, Eagles are better. All right. You better glad Marshawn. Marshawn, he might be back. So we didn't have Marshawn last week.
That's true.
But that's neither here nor there.
He kind of falling off a little bit. I wouldn't even consider him a top 5 corner anymore.
Oh, okay. Marshawn, he got a lot to prove this year, especially with Kool-Aid McKinstry playing like he did the last 2 weeks. Well, last week, actually. Flowers, who you have?
AJ Brown not playing, or is he playing?
It's questionable. I think it's game
time.
Yeah,
it's questionable.
Okay, I think I heard him say earlier this week he may not play. Okay. I'm gonna take the Saints this week, and I think we will see the Eagles' problems with the Saints as far as sum up the Eagles' season. They're too top heavy offensively. They'll be able to. They're gonna be able to score some points. Now I don't know how many they're gonna score this week. You know, offensive line is pretty good still. Saquon. I'm gonna take my chances with the Saints defense and that Saints offense manipulating the youngsters on the Eagles defense. Their secondary is too young. The pass rush is ineffective. If I'm the Saints running with Kamara continuously, I don't think that front seven can stop what New Orleans has to offer, in my opinion. It's not the same. This is not the 72 sack Eagle team you seen 3 years ago. Not the same team. Whole lot of changes. Give me the Saints.
Yeah, Face of Sports, shout out to him. He was very upset with his Eagles defense. And, you know, he was going off. He was going off to me in the group chat we have, and I agree, man. This Eagle defense, I don't know, they too young or what, but they can't seem to communicate on the back end, and the D line not getting pressure, so that causing problems for the young corners back there trying to cover. And we saw them struggle with the run too. You know, we saw Bijan Robinson get loose, and you know, Saints, they gonna stretch him out, try to wear him down, and him with the power run with Jamal Williams. So they got a little nice 1-2 combo. I won't go with the Saints. I feel like we on a good roll. I feel like we still haven't showed everything because of how we've been blowing teams out. I think there's still like a lot of wrinkles. It's something funny, RC. It's something funny. They still have a lot of plays in that playbook that people haven't seen. So I'm riding with Saints. RC, RC, you cackling over there. So, what's on your mind,
brothers? So a lot of my family is Saints fans. So I'm gonna play this for them real quick. Can y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm taking
the
So I'm taking the Saints, man. I ain't a hater like this. If you good, I'm gonna put my money on you, baby. I'm gonna put my money on you. I'm gonna say this right here. We ain't seen the Philadelphia Eagles since they played 49ers on a Sunday night.
I agree.
We snatched their entire skeleton out their body. They didn't win a game after that. Y'all realize that? They don't lose a streak. And so, you know, they beat Green Bay, but Jordan Love gets hurt. They playing on ice turf over there in Sao Paulo, wherever they was at over there in Brazil, playing on a horrible surface. But I just don't think the Eagles have competitive spirit and heart. Sirianni looks really, really good, like Mike said, when you up and got the lead, talking noise, going out the stadium, talking to fans. But now that he has, adversity is hit, he looks lost. And I think they finna walk into they finna walk into an environment. You can't tell Saints fans right now they ain't going to the Super Bowl.
Can't tell them shit.
Jay, listen. All that trash he talking, epic failure. They gonna get to the playoffs, a flag gonna be thrown against them, and they gonna be back to where they started. Listen, it's gonna be. They might let the Saints get to the divisional round and lose before, just so you feel like you're gonna get to the Super Bowl and play a home game. Shit, me, you're going to the house, buddy.
They cut them off. look how they left him. They like, all right, you talking all that noise. We're gonna cut him off. Cut his line. Cut his line. Let me remove him. There, I don't want to have him looking like that the whole time. Oh, he's back. He's back.
Hey, look.
Hey, man, they sabotage you, bro. They have you looking crazy.
The line, something ain't right. Something ain't right.
RC, you telling too much truth now.
Yeah.
Witchcraft. They believe in voodoo down there. I done did too much. Somebody else.
All right, keep playing for your life go off, Nets.
Throw some salt on the real quick.
But be quiet.
The only thing, the only issue I have with the Saints is maybe them stopping Jalen Hurts. We always struggle with running quarterbacks. So I like to see them how they handle him this time around. I think we played him 2 years ago.
No, Minshew. He was hurt. Minshew
he was hurt. It was the year before that we played him and he ran all over. So I want to see how they handle Jalen Hurts this time around. So we went with most unknown. Who you have?
Oh, I got Saints. I think the Eagles' biggest problem is Sirianni and Vic Fangio or whatever his name is. Fangio. To me, the defense is too passive and not aggressive. Yeah. In my opinion. And Jalen Hurts got to get better at scanning the field. He got to do, scan the field a lot better. So the Saints are hot right now. Clint Kubiak got the offense right. And but yeah, I mean when you have your defensive coordinator, saying in interviews talking about I have to do better, that's a concern for me. Because that lets everybody know you're not doing a good job. You know what I'm saying? So
but why are they not playing Devin White?
He's been hurt, I thought.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Yeah, but at the same time, your players need to step up. Players like Jeremiah.
Well, he may be saying that because they so young. Maybe he's not communicating to them what they need to do.
Let me say something real quick. Vic Fangio is known to run a complicated scheme. So maybe that's the problem. You can't run complicated schemes with young players. You got to dumb it down.
It was my DC in 49ers when we made the Super Bowl a few years back. Well, with Harbaugh, and then he was a DC in Denver. He was a head coach in Denver. I think I'm with you, but Devin White is being a healthy stretch. That's alarming to me. Why y'all bring him over there? Turn him loose. We can use it. Turn him loose.
Yeah. Dan Orlovsky came out and said, "I don't trust Nick Sirianni to manage the game. I don't trust him in big situations." So there you go.
What a difference 2 years makes.
Well, I think that if they would complete a pass to Barkley, I think all that wouldn't been coming out, all that noise about.
They still would be. They look very vulnerable.
Wait a minute, because I gotta go back to what you were saying. If they make that pass, Nick Sirianni got his chest out. He's talking.
Yes.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. All right, the 0-2 Panthers travel to Las Vegas Raiders. They not gonna play. They're gonna be out partying. The Raiders are 1-1. The Raiders are a 5-point favorite. RC. No Young, he's benched.
I don't know which one of these games gonna be one of them games that gonna mess somebody's ticket up. Like one of them games.
This one right here.
Because I'm telling you, I'm not gonna pick the Panthers, but I wouldn't be shocked because this game, the Browns and Giants, and I think the Steelers and the Chargers. It was another game. The Giants. It was another game before that has the smell of messing somebody's ticket up. This one of those, and this not the week because you're bringing in Andy Dalton. You know, he could come in and kind of maybe steal a game here and there, but I'm still going with the Raiders. Raiders should win.
Somebody brought up an interesting stat from the last time Andy Dalton came in for Bryce Young. I think Bryce Young was injured or something like that.
Hand or something like that.
Yeah, they said Andy Dalton went for 325 and threw for 2 touchdowns.
Why hasn't Andy been playing? Cause I feel like he could still start in this league, or maybe that's just me.
No, he more just a good role backup player that you need him, you can go to him. That's what I think. Most of know who do you have?
Who was it again? The Raiders versus
Panthers.
Yeah, give me the Raiders.
You said the Raiders?
Yeah, give me the Raiders. Hey, Fat, now that I think about it, ain't Marvin Lewis on the staff?
Raiders, yeah, assistant head coach.
Yeah, yeah. Give me the Raiders.
I mean, I'll go Raiders if they didn't have them.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, Flowers, who you have?
If the game was in Charlotte, I'd go Panthers. Now let me say this: I'm gonna pick the Raiders, but like RC's saying, there are 2 or 3 games every week when we gamble that we think is gonna go a certain way and it doesn't. F's up every damn thing. But this is one of the games. All right. Probably would be a safe bet to put like Carolina +8, something like that on one of your tickets, on one of your parlay tickets. I would think the Raiders would take care of business, but if Ben is right by telling us the offensive line ranking as far as with the Panthers, they're top 15 offensive line in the league, and if Dalton can come in, get rid of the ball quick, they don't turn it over, it's going to be a close game. But I'm going to take the Raiders because they're riding the momentum. Give me the Raiders.
Who you have, Jay?
I got to go with the Raiders as well. I like their defense. I like Max Crosby. I like the addition of Christian Wilkins, defensive tackle.
Mm-hmm.
And they doing it right now. They're looking pretty good. But Carolina, I don't know what they're doing. Like, I disagree with the benching of Bryce Young. Yeah, they suck, but I disagree with the benching of Bryce Young. Yeah. He should start him. Like, what are you putting him on the bench for? You're preserving him for. Y'all not winning anything. Let him. He needs the reps. Even though he's losing and he looks bad out there, he still needs the reps. So I gotta go with the Raiders.
You know, that's actually a good point because I was talking to somebody about Peyton Manning rookie year. I mean, I guess stats wise he did great, but that man threw like 28 interceptions his rookie season.
That might have been his second. I mean, his second year wasn't good either, most.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
but he eventually improved though. He improved a lot. Granted, he had pieces around him, so maybe that's not really a good example. But I mean, it's important for a player like that to be on the field. You know what I'm saying?
With the benching guys with Bryce Young, I don't know how I feel about guys. I did watch some tape and stuff, and it was some alarming stuff. But I don't know if you can fix that while he's playing. I don't know. I think that's why they benched him. Maybe they can try to figure something out because, like I say, he's feeling stuff that's not really there.
Why?
And like I said, and that's what I'm saying. That I'm about to make a point. Maybe it's because of last year. All last year, you don't trust his old line. You don't trust what he have in front of him. And I don't know that he gonna come back from this because, like I said, most of the time when a rookie like that gets benched, they don't get the job back. They usually get traded away or something like that.
A new age though now. You got Geno Smith, Sam Darnold. You got people like this that have gotten second chances that went through the wire, just like Bryce Young about to go through. So and they're standing tall.
I have another question. You know, a lot of people get Zach Wilson a lot of crap. Do y'all think that's the same instance?
I think
that.
Well, the way he handled in New York, you think is the same case?
Yep, because when the last time a quarterback in New York that was drafted there done anything or was given a fair opportunity to do anything?
Joe Namath.
I mean, you think about when they drafted Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold said he was seeing ghosts. I mean, New York is a hard place to win That's why I was trying to give Danny Blind some time to get his vision together. I mean, New York, I wouldn't want to play in New York if I was a rookie quarterback. And so I think it's the same thing. In quarterbacking, they lose their confidence. And I think that may be what's going on with Bryce.
Remember that name.
Who?
David Carr. Remember that name.
Yeah.
Oh, I like David Carr. I thought he was underrated.
Yeah.
That man got sacked 70 times in one season. I would quit football after that.
Shit, he did.
Nah, I wouldn't. All right, the 1-1 Dolphins traveling to Seattle, 2-0 Seattle. Seattle is a 4-point favorite. Jay, who you have?
I got to go with Seattle. They got the better team. I like what Mike McDonald is doing with that defense in Seattle. And Miami, they're going through it right now with the whole Tua situation. Don't know if he's coming back or when he's coming back. I don't trust Skylar Thompson, their backup. So I like the Seahawks.
Yeah, who gonna trust a guy with a female name? I'm not trusting no Skylar.
Come on, man. Don't be like that, man.
Oh, my bad.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
I ain't trusting no Scott Thompson. I seen him play. I mean, I seen she play before. It wasn't pretty. All right, Flo, who you have?
Give me the Seahawks. McDonald and that defense, they ought to take advantage of Skylar Thompson and company. I see the Seahawks getting a pick or two in this game. Kenneth Walker probably should be back. Just beat up on the Dolphins. Give me the Seahawks.
RC, what about you?
Gonna be extremely loud there for Skylar. I mean, Skylar might not even play the whole game because we're gonna find out who the third string guy is in this game. I think Seattle is like the Saints right now. They're hot and they're motivated and they're surprisingly a 2-0 start. After I picked them to finish last, maybe they have heard me. I hate the Seattle Seahawks, fella. I hate the passion. Like I was ready for the beat to fall at the front of that logo, but they still doing what they do. I'm going with the Seahawks, but don't be surprised if Miami don't even show up.
I thought you were about to say something.
Get on the damn
plane. Say something profound.
Do y'all realize how far of a flight that is, dog?
That's a long flight.
Yeah, from Miami to Washington.
They already lost.
My thing is though, I don't know why I can see RC walking up to the third string quarterback, tapping on the leg. Hey, be ready.
Yeah.
Be ready.
Yeah. I'm telling Tyreek Hill, be ready to go. When this shit is over, y'all be ready to get up out of here. Because it get loud over there. It get loud.
It does. 12th man. They ain't calling him 12th man for nothing. Most of know who you have.
Question is, Tua not playing, right?
Oh,
no. Weeks.
He better not play. I'm gonna die on him.
Hey, somebody stop that man. Somebody call security. Don't let that man in the stadium. Stop.
Somebody call security. Man,
don't let him in there.
Wait, so
he need to put on two guardian caps.
So Miami got a backup, but Seattle got Geno. Give me Seattle. I just think they're the better overall team at the moment.
I mean, they ain't count Geno on these.
Honestly, Geno really, and honestly, Geno really good.
If Geno can come back, anybody can. Damn it.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about this earlier. We talk about all these quarterbacks need fair chances. So are y'all getting fair chances to quarterbacks that gonna win you a Super Bowl or just gonna win you a couple of games? That's what. Are we looking for quarterbacks that gonna take us to another level, or are we just looking for a journeyman?
The Super Bowl. People don't win the Super Bowl like that,
bro.
I was just saying, are we looking at the quarterbacks we think that can give us a chance to win?
So outside of Brady, my friend, there's only one guy winning Super Bowls. Everybody else hadn't done anything. Okay, so the analogy that you threw out earlier about my team not winning, nobody's winning. It's one guy.
But do you think these quarterbacks can get you close? Like, okay. Are we just playing football to play football, or are we trying to actually get close to get to the Super Bowl?
But the problem with that question is a team sport.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. It depends on the team.
No, because if when you compare quarterbacks, you kind of know who has the edge.
It's a good question.
Certain teams.
It's a good question because Nick Foles got hot at the right time. Flacco got hot at the right time. Purdy got hot at the right time to get him to the Super Bowl. You can get a quarterback that comes in and gets hot and fits that system and can get to the Super Bowl or win the Super Bowl with
Kurt Warner.
All those teams had great teams, though.
Yeah, I get
have to take away from them.
I get what you're saying, but Flacco made the throw to Jacoby Jones.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to have a quarterback that can actually go at the other quarterback.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, are we just trying to wing it? Or are we actually trying to take the next step into like get into the playoffs? Then we thinking Super Bowl. Cause at least we making the playoffs. Then we can make adjustments to try to figure out how to get over the hump.
We all didn't believe in Jordan Love. Did anybody honestly before they went on?
No, I'll call him Jordan Hate.
Yeah,
I jumped off that. So
and apologize to him.
Sorry,
he won't.
I mean,
no, we did. Everybody, I think everybody getting them crap.
Yep, sorry, Jordan.
All right, the 0-2 Ravens. Is that the Ravens? Okay. 0-2 Ravens travel to Dallas, the 1-1 Cowboys.
Holy
the
crap.
The Ravens are a point favorite. Jay, what's happening here? What's happening here?
Man, I've been going back and forth with this. I may change my answer tomorrow on my show, but right now I gotta go with the Ravens. We can't stop the run, and they got two of the best running options in the NFL, and Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. And if not one of them gonna go off, both of them gonna go off. And it's gonna look ugly in Dallas. Like, it's probably be another blowout loss. So I gotta go with Baltimore.
The thing is, Baltimore is 0-2. Nobody saw them coming in to Dallas 0-2. They need this win. Yep. They need it bad.
They'll be desperate.
Baltimore, it's kind of weird. I don't see how they losing the game because they should have beat Kansas City, but of course Lamar came up short. Then with the Raiders just stuck around for no reason. Like, the Raiders wasn't playing bad. The Raiders just making extra plays and staying in the game and doing everything right. So I feel like the Ravens, they're gonna come out hungry. They gonna come out desperate, especially in AFC. They cannot go down 0-3 early in the season. Okay, if you go down 0-3, you're gonna be climbing at the hole, try to stay in the race with these other AFC teams. Especially since the Raiders are winning, Chargers are 2-0. So you cannot go down 0-3. I feel like the Ravens, they're gonna come out trying to make a statement and try bring themselves back up from the bootstraps. RC, who you have?
Man, listen, Jay. I don't hate the Cowboys because they ain't our rivals no more. We kick their ass all the time. We see them. So I don't hate the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys get off the snide this week. I really do think after an ass whooping like that, they went into practice motivated. It ain't even about that, Jay. Jay, I'm gonna tell you the reason why the Saints won. They used the guy that called, that drew up the actual play, the actual game plan to beat y'all was in San Francisco. Kubiak, he's in New Orleans. Just ran the same thing again. That's all it was. I think the Baltimore Ravens gonna come out there and every week they trying to figure out who they are. And during that time, Jay, y'all already know who y'all are. And while they still trying to figure it out, you're going to be scoring touchdowns. You're going to be happy Sunday, brother. Because I just don't believe Dallas is going to lay down again. I just don't believe that they're going to lay down again. These are grown men. They're not going to get washed again. And they can't wait to get back on that field and show. Now, Jay, if they lose, I'm going to go follow you on Instagram. I'm going to get in your contact, bro. I'm going to let you know. Y'all ain't going to throw to somebody's ball. If you can't win this game this week, I'm taking the Dallas Cowboys by 7 points, man. Come on, Dallas. Come on, Dallas.
Ooh, about 7. Flowers, who you have?
Man, this is a tough one. Indeed. I started to say Baltimore. I'm leaning Dallas. I got to go with honesty here. When your teams get beat like that, they tend to come back next week and play better. RC's right. I just don't see Dallas taking a thrashing like that and then coming out and laying down to Baltimore. I'm gonna go with Dallas this week, man. I'm gonna go with Dallas this week. Let me make sure. Let me make sure I'm sure about this.
It's gonna be close.
Yeah, it's gonna be close.
It's gonna be a
glaring things about Baltimore. I will say this. the first game Baltimore played with Kansas City, man, Lamar ran 16 times because he had to. I don't think he wants to do that with a lot of other teams. I think Dallas does have an advantage with Baltimore's offensive line being not as good as it has been. So this might benefit Michael Parsons and company. If they can get ahead and play ahead and force Lamar to have to, actually play quarterback instead of being, the scrambler and the improviser at the same time, I think they stand a great chance. Keep that clean. Try to establish the run. I'm hoping they can try to do that. I just don't fully believe in Derrick Henry and Lamar yet. As far as like RC saying, I don't think they know who they are yet. I mean, we know what Baltimore has been, but this year, I think they're still trying to figure out how they gonna put this stuff together. I'm gonna take Dallas by a field goal.
Okay. All right. What about you, Moso? No.
This is. Man, Dallas defense is atrocious. Lamar and Derrick Henry, they might both have over 100-yard rushing because that rush defense is atrocious. And Dallas have terrible man defense. It's give me Baltimore, honestly.
Yeah, Bland is not available.
Yeah, if this the same Dallas defense that showed up last game, they in trouble.
They'll be better this week.
That's another thing.
I would hope
if Baltimore can run this defense, run on the Cowboy defense this week, then of course that won't matter for Marcus Parsons because he's gonna be on the sideline. That's where he was. Yeah.
Newsflash. Baltimore don't line up and run the ball. See, we all on this panel, none of us are NFL coaches. They tell analysts all the time, you didn't play, you don't know. No, we can clearly see that you have the biggest running back in National Football League. And if you put a fullback in front of them or you put them in single back and just keep ramming at the Cowboys, they're going to break. But they're not going to do that. They're going to take the biggest running back in the NFL, put him beside Lamar Jackson, 10 yards off the ball. It's the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah.
Don't fit with this. And then Dallas
I think not going to be Derrick Henry. I think they're gonna use Justin Hill a little bit more in this game.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That they see the edges. They see how the Cowboys getting beat on the edges. They was spreading them out and just hitting them in different aspects.
But the Baltimore Raven line is not the Saints line.
Yeah, that's true.
No, at all.
All right. Hold on. Before we go, I have a question for Jay. Man, will y'all bring back Mike McCarthy after this year?
If you don't get us to the NFC Championship game, no, I will not bring him back.
Well, he going
already. You got to make it to the NFC Championship game.
Y'all should got rid of him last year. Y'all should got rid of him.
Currently, Mike McCarthy has
the Cowboys job is the equivalent of the Los Angeles Lakers job. Don't nobody want that job, man. Nobody want that job. It's a hard job.
Yeah.
Not fair.
Yeah, it is.
Without front office.
Jerry Jones is your front office. That's the problem.
All right, the 1-1 Lions travel to Arizona against the 1-1 Cards. The Lions is 2.5 point favorite. All right, Flower, you were bragging about Collar. So who you have?
Think about what Vegas is telling you right here.
Mm-hmm.
The Lions are a 2-point favorite.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm going with the Cardinals this week.
Okay.
I'm going with the Cardinals this week. They're going to have trouble chasing Tommy Pickles, a.k.a. Kyler Murray, around.
Why y'all keep calling that man Tommy Pickles?
That's what he look like when you run, little bow-legged. You ever see Tommy Pickles run? That will be gone.
You'll see why I call him Tommy Pickles. Interest.
Do you think they say so? Do you feel like they say something about the Lions though?
I mean, no. I just feel like it'll be a back and forth game. But I mean, because you got to think about last year when the Lions were good. Defensively, they were okay. They had spots where they're good at. I mean, I still worry about the secondary. And you got somebody like Kyler Murray that can run around and keep plays alive and, make stuff happen. I just think it could be a problem for Dan Campbell and company to play a team like this early. And then they're beat up too. Amon-Ra St. Brown's nicked up and some other stuff like that. Now, the Lions' best bet, that the question is, are they going to do what needs to be done as far as line up, run the ball with Gibbs, run the ball with Montgomery? You know, time possession will win that game for them easily. But are they going to do it? That's the question.
Right. They need to take a page out of Buffalo. Buffalo, they kind of slow down and start running the ball, and then they'll be able to find a couple guys downfield. That's why I'm worried about the Lions, man. That defense is trying to contain Murray. I mean, who can really spot for the Lions? They linebackers are not all that fast. They can spot Collar. Maybe they use Branch. I don't know. I think that'll take away from the secondary. They use Branch in that way. And Jared Goff, and if they get pressure on him, we seen what he did in the last game. He's another guy. I'm kind of like, you wasted your time. He's not taking you to the promised land. So get ready to always get bounced from playoffs. But I am taking the Lions. I know I'm going to regret this, but I feel like the Lions cannot go into the hole 1-2. They need this win. I think they need this win for themselves, especially after losing to the Buccaneers like that. RC, who you have?
Here's a question. You know I'm going with Detroit Lions. I ain't jumping off the bandwagon. I the one brought them to life. Listen, when they were little bitty, what do you call a baby lion? Whatever it is, little cubs. When they were cubs, they had grown up year J. I was on the Lions bandwagon. But here's the problem for the Cardinals. They don't play defense, okay? And this week, here's the issue. Why you saying Detroit don't play no defense? Guess who chasing around Tommy Pickles this week? The guy got 5 sacks. It ain't gonna be hard to chase around him and catch him. He gonna get him, he gonna snatch him up by his back his shirt like them little kids. Like you I already know for a fact this week he'll at least have 7 sacks. This week he gonna get 2. So I'm picking the Lions. It probably won't even be close. Because I believe that Arizona is another one of them fraudulent teams. It took you 2 weeks to find a guy who's been open for 2 weeks. So, hey, I'm picking the Lions to bounce back this week. 21-7.
Most, who you have?
Man, give me Detroit, man. Aiden Hutchinson. This dude is 6'7", 268. Aiden Hutchinson. And where he from, RC?
What school to go to, Doc? He wasn't Ohio State.
Little Blue.
Yeah, Arizona right now, they all offense, no defense. Yeah, so I don't think they can handle that Detroit physical defense. So give me Detroit for the win, man.
All right, Jay,
I do expect Kyler and Marvin Harrison to have a good game though.
All right, Jay, who you have?
I got the Lions. They just got too much offense. There were 2 backs. Amon-Ra, he's hurt, but they got Jameson Williams. He coming into his own. They got tight end Sam Laporta. I think it's gonna be like they're gonna put up points, and the Cardinals got to be able to match that, and I don't think they can offensively. So I expect the Lions to win big.
Yes, win big. Ooh, I don't know what I'm gonna bet on that game. I don't know. I might just skip over it, to be honest.
Take the Lions.
I go on the points.
We almost done. We'll do a game break real quick. The Jets are beating the Patriots 21-3 in the third quarter.
Wow, that's over.
Yep. All right. The 1-1 49ers.
The Patriots logo just took off his helmet. His hat.
He's done for the night.
He's through.
All right. 1-1 49ers versus the 0-2 Rams. The 49ers are 7-point favorite. RC. The team cost me last week, so go ahead, start it off.
We don't lose against the Rams. We probably like 17-1 in the last 18 games. We don't lose to the Rams. We're gonna beat the Rams. We lost to them last year because we set our players, but both of these teams are banged up. Like everybody missing that worth a damn. I think Aaron Donald might have knew that before he retired with the Rams that there wasn't gonna be nobody there either. So he just looking at the offensive line, all the players they're missing, then they're missing their top 2 receivers. Matthew Stafford's banged up. Kyrie Williams is dinged up. The defense look at times like they still learning the scheme. Yeah. And then the Niners, they're mad. You know, they're angry, but they don't mean anything because they're hurt. And so I think the 49ers win this game off of just having more available players than freaking the Rams. So I'm going with the Niners. Of course, I wouldn't go pick against them. So Niners 21-14 or something like that.
Jay, who you have?
I gotta go with the Niners as well. Even though, like RC said, both teams are banged up, but the Niners always seem to have the Rams number, so I'm rolling with the Niners.
Yeah, I think it's an easy choice. Flowers, who you have?
Same here. Ain't no point talking about this damn game.
Mm-hmm. Right. We already know what's going to happen. I'm also knowing who you have.
Niners, man.
Let's roll. All right, the 2-0 Chiefs versus the 1-1 Falcons.
Whoa.
The Chiefs are a 3-point favorite. Jay, who you have?
Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, no said.
Chiefs, mother.
That's it. Flowers, who you have?
Give me Atlanta for the goddamn upset.
Oh my word.
Ooh.
Atlanta. Yeah.
Flowers,
You want to lock that in? You want to lock that in?
Lock it in.
They're home,
You
right?
want to lock it?
Wait. They're at home.
Atlanta's at home. Atlanta's at home.
Listen, give me Atlanta. No Pacheco. Atlanta got a good defense, great offensive line, run game. Atlanta, I'm telling you.
Just say it. Lock of the week.
I'll take it as the lock of the week.
Lock of the week, man. First lock of the week.
I like that, boy. When you get that, that's all right.
It's dope. It's dope.
Appreciate it. I made it myself.
I thought someone gonna pop out and show me something.
He pop out like, hey.
How about
Where the
man?
party at? All right. RC, who you have?
I got the cheating. No, that's what I got. I can't say the cuss word I want to say, but I got the cheating guys, the guys who cheat a lot. They'll cheat again this week. They can't win without officiating. But I just think Patrick Mahomes and them guys will figure it out. Chiefs in a close one.
Most unknown, who you have?
I gotta go. I have to choose my rival. Chiefs.
Don't sound so disappointed.
Shut up, man. You see, I'm reliving the past, you know.
Yeah, you got to, man. Remember the glory days.
John Elway, Terrell Davis.
Hey, that was one of my favorite quarterbacks, John Elway. So there you go.
Just the good old days.
All right, I'm riding with the Chiefs. If y'all saying Kirk Cousins and something wrong with him, then the Chiefs line not gonna help that out. The D line gonna be out there. Chris Jones, who was Kalafas. What's his name? Kalafas?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I can't say his name.
Kalafas, what his name is.
Yeah. You know, if something wrong with Kirk Cousins, gonna be something else wrong with him in that game. That boy's gonna be all over him.
I ain't gonna lie though, but John Robinson, he pretty good too. He's shot.
But it's not. It feel like I don't know, like he's about to change the game, but it never happens. You know what I'm saying? Like you like, oh snap, B. John, he looking good, but nothing ever just pops off.
You gotta be in rhythm. You gotta keep giving it to him. He's one.
Right. It's weird.
One of them backs. He gets stronger as the game goes.
Yep.
That's it. I always feel like when I see him run the ball, like okay, he about to take over. Then they just stop giving it to him.
After y'all pick, I do want to say something else about this game.
Okay, RC, you said the Chiefs. I got the Chiefs as well. What do you want to say, Flowers?
I'm just letting y'all know, man. Look, I know it's Patrick Mahomes. This is not the playoffs. It's not January yet, y'all. Just think about what's going on here.
Cheating.
Pacheco is out 2 months. They just played a tough Bengals team. They have to go to Atlanta. Now, of course, if Kansas City win, it won't be a shocker. But each week, there are games that we think are going to go a certain way and they don't. Think about us pass defense. I'm just saying, just think about these things. Think about Atlanta's pass defense, their offensive line. They can block Kansas City. Time of possession, all Kirk Cousins needs to do, throw 2 touchdowns, don't turn it over. Bijan give them 1. They can beat Kansas City 23-17.
I hope you're right, brother.
Yeah, I like what you said about Pacheco, but they had a guy in the preseason that they very high on. This white guy named Carson Steele.
Same guy that in the game.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And he got the nod. They saying he have the nod over Samaje P. Ryan.
And look,
I forgot the other guy.
If
So
you've been
he's something. Yeah, over and Kareem Hunt. So they might see something in Carson Steele. They're like, yo, we ain't gonna miss a beat.
But listen, man, when you see a white Caucasian running back, he good. He ain't back to it. He never not been good. They ain't many of them, but when they back there,
I'm glad you said that because I forgot which game was it, but I saw a white defensive back, and the first guy I thought of was Jason Sehorn.
Yeah. So when they're playing when they playing certain positions like that, they legit. So I feel like in my heart, like you say, if he got the nod, he's a deal. He can play.
Mm-hmm. All right. Isn't there a white cornerback in college right now? He supposed to be like highly excited. He like they haven't projected. Was it him? He already came out, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. I was thinking so.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The 0-2 Jazz travel to Buffalo versus 2-0 Bills. The Bills are a 5-point favorite. Jack, who you have?
I got Buffalo. I like what they're doing with James Cook. They run the offense through him. That's helping out Josh Allen. Josh Allen, he doesn't have to do much. So their offense is more balanced now, and their defense is pretty solid too. So I got to go with the Bills.
Most unknown, who you have?
What was the team again?
Jazz and Bills. You must have a long day.
Yeah, absolutely. I be
The second time you had to play it again.
Look, I be 115 trying to make the show.
Boy, he almost said what he really wanted to say. He almost said something.
Man, give me the Bills though.
Okay. What about you, Flower?
Give me the Bills. They putting Trevor Lawrence through a table with fire.
WWE style.
WWE style. Tag team. Him and
you
Von Miller gonna put him through the table. That's what's gonna happen. Von Miller. All right, RC, who you have?
Jacksonville will figure out some dumb shit to do. They know. Listen, they got 15 plays of dumb shit that they gonna do. So I'm going Buffalo. Buffalo, like he said, like Jay said, great knowledge where, I just think Buffalo they just look happy. They're playing. I just feel like Buffalo is playing good.
I wonder why the Jazz trust Trevor Lawrence so much. I just don't understand. I don't think Trevor bad, but at the same time, I guess
they let him drop back way too much.
Think about it this way, Most. When you don't have something for a long time, and you have somewhat of something, you try to hold on to it as long as you can.
Who was the last good quarterback
Mark
for
Brunell.
Jacksonville?
Nah.
Garage.
David Garage.
David Garage.
Brian
he took him to the playoffs.
Oh, Mark Brunell.
They drafted a quarterback that took him to the AFC Championship game. Blake Bortles, he was pretty good. But listen, man, I don't think Sunshine's bad, man. I think it's Doug Peterson. It's another one of the dinosaurs, man. They just get that guy.
I thought you was on board with Doug Peterson.
No, I didn't say Doug. I said it was Sunshine. I've always been on board with Sunshine.
Okay. So you I was just asking. I thought I heard you approve of the signing.
You don't think Sunshine will look good in San Francisco?
Remember what you said. He can't turn the ball over. They don't want their quarterbacks turn the ball. He turn the ball over a lot. I'm pretty sure he would, but
West Coast offense.
He would.
They're gonna run the ball.
Talent. He just have these lapses sometimes. That's what is scary about him. That he's always the coach, never the player. Yep. All right, I'm taking the Bills. I don't need to say nothing about that game. Last game, 1-1 Commanders versus the 0-2 Bengals. The Bengals are a 7.5-point favorite. Flowers, who you have?
Bengals. Look, this is the time of the year where the Bengals start to come into fruition. When them leaves start turning orange, that's when they start getting on people's ass. You the Bengals.
What about you, RC?
I'm taking the Bengals. Somebody need to tell Jaden Daniels to slide. Matter of fact, I just think the Bengals pissed off after last week what happened, so Commanders finna get a good beat.
What about you, Most?
Give me the Commanders. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I don't trust the Bengals yet.
Like why? Like
he tired.
He not seeing straight. He delirious.
I mean, I feel like they
cold.
I feel like,
I said that secondary is terrible, man.
Yeah, but I think Washington go hit them with the run game, and they go run against
Monday Night Football too. Come on, Jamar Chase.
Okay, all right, Jay. Who you have?
I gotta go with the Bengals. You saw how pissed off Jamar Chase was last week. He about to go off. He want his money too, so he gonna show out. I got the Bengals winning big.
He's irritated right now. You're right. And Chelsea say hi. Is Jay, that's one of your people?
Yeah, that's my wife actually. So I appreciate it.
Okay. Hey, Miss J. What's going on? All right. We are brought to you by Bet Us, right? We got your game. NFL going on, WNBA. I messed up today. Major League Baseball going on.
Ben, who you had WNBA?
I had the freaking fever.
Okay.
They sad people today.
That's why the numbers was off. I couldn't figure it out. I went to the news. The news didn't tell me anything. So I was like,
I think today was the last game of the regular season. They already clinched. So I read this earlier. They were saying the coach was saying she didn't know if she wanted to play everybody. I think Kelsey Mitchell got hurt 5 minutes going in the game. It was a miss.
Oh my goodness! I was looking on news. I was trying to figure out why they won the favorites.
South Alabama's beating Appalachian State 48-14. I just thought maybe I would throw that out there because I like Appalachian State.
Alabama.
Appalachian State is losing 48-14.
Yep, at home.
Wow.
And that app quarterback just messed up my ticket.
What you have him for, most?
Hey.
They had him over 307 passing yards. I'm like, he gonna throw it.
Right.
He got 253. Look, I went under all my WNBA picks and I won.
Hey, Most, I got a number for you. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
South Alabama, yo, right?
Why the hell did you take Appalachian State with because that's one of them, those teams in the Sun Belt.
He wasn't wrong, see, because Appalachian State for years has been a great program and had great tradition. Aguilar, the quarterback, I took him over on one of my drafted tickets too, because if you look at the previous 2 games they played, Aguilar's averaged over 330 passing yards.
I guess RC saying, why y'all betting on South Alabama?
Listen to me, I'm telling you
State.
Why. South Alabama gave up 52 to North Texas.
That means North Texas is really good because South Alabama, they scored on almost damn near. How bad is Appalachian State?
To hear Appalachian State getting beat that bad at home.
All right. I have one more video to show y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think before we get off here.
Had a number. If we would have said, when we're talking about dominating with Caitlin Clark, what would those numbers have? What was the numbers?
It would have been a scoring number.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
Because of the high clip, shooting it.
Right.
We'd have been like,
that's what she did.
Do you consider 20 points per game? So
you don't consider 20 points per game? So if her stats, when we're saying she won't do this in the W, she averaged 31.6, 7.4 rebounds, 9 assists, right? Did anyone expect her to do that in WNBA?
Those three? No.
Right? So she didn't do that?
No.
Now, if we say her stats are today, what?
20 points, 8.4 assists, 6 rebounds.
That's crazy.
But
that's crazy.
5.6
those are hell of a number.
Those are hell of a numbers.
But to me, that's not dominating.
But it's only not dominating because she's a rookie.
Now,
if she's putting up numbers like Asia right now, would she be dominating?
Yes.
So it's about the numbers. I don't look at the dominating factor being numbers. It's what you're doing on the floor. And those numbers would change if the factors on the floor changes. If you make that layup, the stats change. If you swing, I get a layup, stats change. These are factors on the floor that we don't get to see because we're glorifying the stat.
Rashawn McCants really smart. I thought he didn't have. He's smart.
Yeah. So, do y'all think CC is dominating RC?
Man, when I seen the actual energy change when CC announced who she was voting for, I realized I've been saying this that it's been always been this pitting one against the other, and Cheryl Swoopes is falling into that category as well versus just seeing it for strictly basketball. It's a lot of hatred undertone for me. She's dominated. It's very obvious. She's changed the fortune of that organization. It's not hard if you're not hating. If you're hating or you have dislike, it's going to be hard for you to see. Like, and then if you watch her play, it's basically like Rashawn said, it's bigger than just numbers. Like, she's doing a lot of amazing things. So hell yeah, she's dominating. We're watching because of that. I mean, she's dominating her at her position.
Jay, what you feel about her? They saying her dominating.
I think she is dominating. Like RC said, like it's not all about. I think people are expecting her to like average like 25 points, 30 points a game. Like she's not gonna come out the gates doing that. She's a rookie, so she gotta like feel her way through, and she's dominating by getting her teammates involved. She have high assist numbers, and that's just her game. Like I mean, I agree with everybody. Like she's dominating. So.
Right. Muscle known. Any thoughts on CC and people saying she's not dominating?
I mean, I'm gonna say she dominated, but man, she this is probably one of the best rookie season I ever personally seen. It's just that, man, that Asia Wilson, she's doing like, how do you break the rebound record in the same season while averaging 27? But I mean, for people that say that Caitlin dominated, I have no problem with that. Cause I mean, she averaging what, like 28, and I know her field goal percentage have gotten up, and the 3-point percentage. So I mean, in a way she is. She improved a lot this past, like this the better half of the season. She has improved a lot. She looked like really good out there.
Flowers, how you feel about the whole situation with CC?
She's not dominating. She's on the cusp. That's for damn sure. Her numbers are astounding. We can pretty much pick it up after the All-Star break that they had.
Mm-hmm.
He's been phenomenal. I think right now she's probably the best passer in the league. Definitely one of the best all-around players in the league. I think Caitlin, we said this when the season started. You know, when they had so many games, like I think like their first 14 games, you know, they were just back to back. They didn't have time to grow, and now that they're grown, wait till she gets better talent around her. Like McCants saying, what if this person made a layup? She might be averaging 10 assists a game. So she's you know, she's better players away. And I'm not taking nothing away from Kelsey Mitchell or none of those ladies because they're phenomenal. But if she had better players like Asia had around her, and that Asia is, you know, one of one, of course, but she has a great team around her. But imagine if, you know, she had Plum that was a better shooter, you know, stuff like that. She'd probably be averaging 21 and 12. You know, so next year, you know, we come back and have this conversation. She might be in the MVP running, but we cannot, you know, take for granted what she's done, because that Fever team was not in the playoffs, and now they're in the playoffs. So you gotta give Caitlin Clark and company a lot of credit.
You got that right. She changed the landscape for the WNBA, and they should be thankful, not hating her on her because of what she's doing. I mean, that's more eyes on you too. You know, now more people know who you are. Even the older legends in the WNBA, people looking up the game and figuring out, oh, well, they did this and that. That's who Lisa Leslie is. Oh, that's who Cheryl Swoopes is. You know, that's bringing attention to them too.
I'm sorry, Mo. I just about the Cheryl Swoopes thing. I don't like it far as Cheryl coming off as a hater, because Cheryl was great. Like that, what Caitlin doing has nothing to do with what Cheryl did, contributions and everything. Cheryl Swoopes is 101. She had her own damn shoe. All right, that says a lot.
It does. Taylor Gatwood, he commented. He said, "RC is scrub for real."
So disrespectful, bro.
I got a bottle of baby oil coming to you.
Oh man,
I just ordered it. What's up, y'all?
Hey, put your face on the bottle. Then send it to him.
Yes.
No, he should do. Then I think he's talking about Caitlin Clark. He said they both would cook all y'all. I bet, yeah, she would.
Man, somebody need to tell Cheryl Swoopes though. What she need to understand is, like, it's only gonna get worse. The more you hate, I used to hate on LeBron James, and the more I hated on LeBron James, the more he got better, and the more he won. So just let it go. They got a song out, Teddy Pettigrew. Let it go. I mean, because it's not gonna change. You could tell too. You could tell the energy with Cheryl sitting there, just like she's not really. She is. Age playing with Olympians. She's like, what? Got 4 Olympians on her team. Yeah. Okay, she's supposed to do what she's doing. She's good though. But
all right, guys. Since the Saints won, we have 20%.
Oh man, come on.
We have Alvin Kamara.
Alvin Kamara, they hate greatness, chopper style of dip.
They hate greatness, Alvin Kamara. Since the Saints won, we doing 20% off the merch shop. So go.
Hey, if you flip it over, it's got bench space on it.
And we are brought to you by Swift Energy. If you feel down low and need some energy, use Swift Energy. We got 25% off that. So go copy some. Everybody needs some Swift Energy.
It's like a segment of Living Color. Wait a minute.
Stop it. Stop
it. Hey. No, swim energy. It'll sweep you off your feet.
Nah, if this was the Living Color, Ben would be on homie decline.
Hey man,
I can't think of that segment with them 2 girls, them 2 guys just a women, but it'd be you, Moso. No,
nah.
You're not gonna have any of them shirts left. You're gonna sell out of them shirts, I promise. Because
if the Saints can women, yeah, they.
He's popular. Alvin Kamara popular.
Yeah, you need to go into all the Saints. The Saints fan pages and post that shirt, man.
I do. I've been trying. I don't get on and go on Facebook. I wish they allow you to post stuff on Instagram, like pictures. I know they allow you to post videos or what's they called, GIFs.
Yeah,
or GIFs.
I mean, make the shirt a GIF though. You gotta think about it.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can use CapCut. Mm-hmm. All right, guys.
Go get that inbox from Alvin Kamara. I think he might.
Hey man, I thought about mentioning Alvin Kamara. Like, hey, I don't see you. They had greatness tea just for you, buddy.
Tell him, man.
Right.
Man, look, that's what you gotta do, man.
That's right. All right, guys. Thank y'all for joining us. Jay, where can they find you, bro?
You can find me on Instagram at The Breakdown with Jay and Neil. You can find me on Twitter. I'm on TikTok as well. Every social media site you can find us.
The Breakdown, you said?
The Breakdown with Jay and Neil.
All right, let me lock you in now.
Yes, sir, man. We appreciate you coming on. We had a great time, man. You always welcome. Doors open when you want to come on. We're glad you have you on.
Don't be a stranger.
I appreciate y'all inviting me on the show.
Jay.
Don't let that 49er fans scare you off.
Hey, look, Jay, I'm gonna jump in your inbox, dog.
I'm a 49ers fan, so my co-host, the best friend, he's a 49ers fan, so I deal with him every day. So there ain't nothing.
Man, I feel sorry. They everywhere, man. They like roaches. They just everywhere.
Hey, I'm not like the average 49er fan. Listen, like I'm not like the Saints fan. I'm not annoying, but he did say we like roaches. You know, Project Roach is hard to kill. Now we are that.
All right.
Gangster roaches.
That's it, man. Thank y'all for joining us, man. We had a blast. Like I said, like and subscribe, share with family and friends. We appreciate the support. And like I said, go check out the merch store. 20% off right now. So check that out. All right, guys. Until next time, Same time, same channel. We out of here.
We'll be right back.